Hello everyone. Let us start real numbers. Let us solve practice set 2.1. नमस्कार. आज आपण practice set 2.1 algebra ला सुरुवात करणार आहोत. Let us revise some sets. N, that is set of natural number. It starts from 1, 2, 3, 4. It is infinite set. W, it is set of whole numbers. It starts from 0. It is infinite. I, the set of integers, and we have elements in this set. It is also infinite. Then Q, it is set of set of rational numbers, and it is in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is non-zero. Before going to the practice set, let us see decimal representation of rational numbers. Here, let us see some examples. These are all rational numbers. We have to see decimal representation of these rational numbers. See, first example, 18 divided by 2, we get 9. Then 16 divided by 5, we get 3.2. Then 86 divided by 10, we get 8.6. Now, to save time, I have written here answers. 137, for the example, 137 divided by 6, we get 28.83333. That means we get this 22.83. It is recurring. Here also 58 divided by 3, we get 3 recurring, that is 19.3. Right? In this example, 99 divided by 7, we get 14.148571. See here, 148571. Again, 148571. These terms are repeated, and therefore we can write this as 14.148571 recurring. Then, if you divide 155 divided by 9, we get 2 recurring, that is 17.2 recurring. Observe these denominators in each case. These are 2, 5, 10. 10 can be written in the form 2 into 5. And here, denominators have factors other than 2 and 5. Here, in this example, here decimal representation is terminating, and in all these examples, decimal representation is non-terminating and recurring. Then, how to check decimal representation of rational number is terminating or non-terminating recurring? See here, if the prime factors of denominator, here we have to check denominators. If the prime factors of denominators of rational numbers are 2 or 5 only. If they are 2 or 5. See here, denominator is 2. Here denominator is 5. Here 2 or 5. Then its decimal expansion is terminating. So, if the factors of denominator of rational number are 2 or 5 only, then its decimal representation is terminating. And if prime, let us start practice set 2.1. Question number 1. Classify the decimal form of the given rational numbers into terminating and non-terminating recurring. Here we have given some rational numbers and we have to check whether this decimal form of this number is terminating or non-terminating recurring. Here, on the basis of denominator, prime factors of denominator, we can check whether the decimal form is terminating and or non-terminating recurring. Here, denominator is 5. If denominator of a fraction is 2 or 5 only, then that fraction, decimal form of that fraction is terminating. So here is 5, and therefore we can say that decimal form is terminating. Then, second example, 2 upon 11. Here, denominator has factors other than 2 or 5, and therefore we can say that decimal form is non-terminating recurring. non-terminating recurring. In third example, 29 upon 16. Here, this 29 upon 16 means what? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? So we have written here denominator in the form of 2, and therefore we can say that decimal representation, decimal form here, decimal form is terminating. Now, in fourth example, see here 17 upon 125. Now, this 17, we can write it as 5 cube. That is 17 upon 5 into 5 into 5. That means denominator has prime factors 5, and therefore we can say that decimal form is terminating. Decimal form of this fraction is terminating. Then 11 upon 6. See, denominator has factors other than 2 or 5, and therefore we can say that decimal form of this fraction is non-terminating recurring. Non-terminating recurring. By actual division, you can check whether this is terminating or non-terminating recurring. See here, after actual division 13 upon 5 we get 2.6, and therefore decimal form is terminating. 2 upon 11 we get 0.1818, that is non-recurring. Sorry, that is non-terminating and recurring. We can write this as 0.18, right? And therefore we can say decimal form is non-terminating recurring. Here 29 upon 16 we get 1.8125. That means decimal form is terminating. 17 upon 125 we get 0.136. That is terminating. 11 upon 6 we get 1.8333. Here 3 is recurring. That means decimal form is non-terminating recurring. Next question is, write the following rational numbers in decimal form. We have these rational numbers and we have to write this in decimal form. So by actual division, we can write these rational numbers in decimal form. So let us divide 127 by 200. Here this is less than this, and therefore we will take 0, and then 206, here we get, then here 3, and then we get 5, and therefore here we get 127 upon 200. Its decimal form is 0.635. In this way, we can find decimal form of a rational number by actual division. All of you know how to divide. Therefore, I have written here answers, and here 25 divided by 9. By after actual division, we get this to 5 recurring, and therefore 25 divided by 99 we get 0.25 recurring. Then 23 divided by 7, after actual division, it is observed that this number 28571 4, and again we get another group 28571 and therefore we can say this is recurring. 23 upon 7, 3.285714. This is decimal form of this fraction, of this rational number. Now 4 upon 5, it's very easy. Decimal form is 0.8, and 17 upon 8, its decimal form after actual division we get 2.125. Let us solve question number 3. write the following numbers in P upon Q form. We have to write numbers in P upon Q form. We have given decimal representation of a number and we have to write in this form. Now, let us see first example. Let x is equal to 0.6 recurring. That is x is equal to 0.66666. Right? We can write this as. Now, see after decimal point here, there is, for our convenience, there is one digit. Right? So here, since there is one digit, we will write this x as x by 10. So we get 10x. Here you will multiply this number by 10. So 0.66666. Okay. Then we get 10x is equal to, see, decimal point is shifted to right. We get 6.6666 and 6 recurring. Okay. Here we get 10x. Here we get 10x and here we get x. Like this. Okay. Now 10x minus x will be 6.6666 here minus, this is 10x, this is 0.66666. Here we will take 6 5 times and here we will write this 6 as 5 times. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See here. 5 times we have written. Here also we have written 5 times after decimal point. Now 10x minus x we get 9x. And if you subtract this from this, you will get 6. Here subtraction 6.345. And here 5, right? Subtraction 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and here 6. That means we get 6, right? And therefore x is equal to, we get 6 upon 9 and lowest form is 2 upon 3. And therefore we can write this 0.6 as 2 upon 3. This is P upon Q form of 0.6 dot. Let us take next example, 0.37 bar. Here let x is equal to 0.37 bar. That means what? X is equal to 0.3737 and 37 so on. Here 2 digits are there after decimal point. So here 2 digits, 2 numbers or 2 digits are repeating and therefore we will multiplying by 100x. 100 to both the sides. Multiplying by 100 to both the sides. Here we have multiplied by 10. Why it is? Because only one digit is there and therefore we have multiplied by 10 and here we are multiplying by 100. So note down this difference. Why we have taken here 10 and why we have taken here 100. So 100 into x is equal to 100 into 0.3737 and so on. Right? So we get 100x is equal to, since 2 zeros are there, therefore decimal point will shift 2 digit after this. So we get 37.3737. Right? Here this is 100. This is x and this is 100x. Then what we have done here, 10x minus x. Similarly, we will subtract this x from 100x. So we get 100x minus x is equal to 37.3737 minus 0.3737. Now after subtraction we get here 99x and here we get 37. So here 37.3737 minus 0.3737. So we get here 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0.37. Therefore, x is equal to, we get 37 upon 99, and therefore we get 0.37 bar is equal to 37 upon 99. This is P upon Q form of this 0.37 bar. Let us solve third example. Here 3.17 bar. So let x is equal to 3.17 bar. That is x is equal to 3.1717. Okay. Then since two digits are there, we will multiply by 100. So multiplying by 100 to both the sides. We get 100x is equal to 100 into 3.1717. And we get 100x is equal to, see here, what you will get? Again, decimal point we will write after this. So we get here 317.1717. I have taken here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 times I have repeated 17 here also. Right? So we get 100x is equal to 317.1717 and we get x is equal to 3.1717. So here 100x minus x. 100x minus x we get 317.1717 minus 3.1717. See here, we will do actual subtraction to avoid mistakes. Here you will write decimal point here, write digits after decimal point and before decimal point. So you will get 7 minus 3, 4. So it's 314 and therefore this is 99x is equal to 314 and therefore x is equal to 314 upon 99 and therefore we can say that 3.17 bar is equal to 314 upon 99. Dear student, fourth example is similar to third, therefore you can solve this fourth example. Let us solve next example, 2.514 bar. So let x is equal to 2.514 bar. That is x is equal to 2.514, 514 and so on. Here 3 digits are there and therefore we will write 1000x. Here 1, 2, 3. Therefore 1000x is equal to multiplying both the side by 1000. We get 1000 into here 2.514514. Right? So we get 1000x is equal to, here decimal point will shift here. So we get to 514. 1, 2, 3 digits to the right. Right? 2514.514,514. See here, 6 digits are there after decimal point. Therefore, you will write 6 digits after decimal point. Same number of digits you will have to write to avoid mistakes. Right? So, here we get 1000x and here we get x. Right? Again, 1000x minus x we get 2514.514,514 minus 2.514,514. Now here actual division 514,514 minus decimal point. Here you will write and write digits after decimal point and here digit before decimal point. We get 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Since we have written 6 digits, 4 minus 2, 2 and we get 2512. That is 999x is equal to 2512 and therefore x is equal to 2512 divided by 999 and therefore we get 2.514 bar is equal to 2512 upon 999. 9. In this way, you can solve practice set. Thank you for watching. Solve assignment from problem set 2.